the time.
God is good and that is nature.
The honorable members of Parliament who are present, the chairperson of WOPA, who says she has been in this fight alone. I am just saying that you joined me in the fight. The development partners present, who are represented by the UNFPA. You're most welcome. Plan International, representing the forces of coalition of all the partners, the staff of Parliament, the young ladies, the young boys, and all the invited guests. You're most welcome. I want to thank God that you've been able to come here, to come to Parliament of Uganda, and where we are speaking the issues of girl child, we are speaking it in the precincts of Parliament of Uganda. You're most welcome. I also want to welcome, I want first of all to thank the chairman, the leadership of this forum, for initiating this forum. And when they came to my office and said they wanted to bring this forum, I asked them, are you serious? Have you had a chat with Sarah? Because I don't want the issues where Sarah will say, you know, you see these boys, these are the ones who spoil the girls. Now they want to make a cover up. But Chair, I want to thank you so much with your leadership, that we are really very grateful for starting this forum. And I can assure you, without any hesitation, that I accept to be a patron. I want you to allow me speak from my heart. And I'm speaking from my heart. The issue of eliminating the teenage pregnancies and the child marriages is a reality. I happen to be a victim of them. In the tradition where I come from, having so many girls is being rich. The moment the parent sees breasts come out of a girl, that girl is ready for marriage. I happen to come from a family of about 48 children. And most of them were girls. Now, the girls, I am actually the third last born in the home. Now, when my other sisters grew up, I would see everybody getting married, and I would wonder what is happening. Kumbe, that was the riches that was there. But one time I happened to ask my sister, you're young. Why are you getting married? My sister said, you don't know what you're talking about. And I told her that you wait, you'll become my house girl. That's what I told my sister. Why don't you go to school? She said, for you, you study if you want. So it reached my time. When it reached my time, I was going to P7. When I was going to P7, first of all, I was very brilliant. When I was in P1, I didn't go to nursery. P1, they took me to P3 because I was too clever for the class. P3, I studied there. I went to P5. So that is how young I was, that I jumped classes, but at the same time, you reach a class and somebody says, we want cows. Because for us, we are cattle keepers. I took off from home. I ran away from home and went and became a house girl. I went and became a house girl, stayed in some other people's home, and in those people's homes, at one time I said no, let me go and stay with one of my sisters. My sister's husband wanted to rape me. I still ran away. My belief was one, I must be the most educated in that home. And I thank God that I am. First of all, there was nobody to pay my fees. I would work as unpaid house girl. When you talk about poverty, you need, first of all, to empower yourself and know what you want as a person. I started selling local brew as I was working as a house girl to pay for my fees. Work as a house girl, sell local brew, go to school, come back, and continue working. And when that happened, I finished my S4. I said, I thank God. But I continued. I did not stay in our home. You would only hear that she studied, and I studied. One of the causes of early marriages, child pregnancies, is an issue of parenting, where parents say, we want A, B, C, D. And of course that comes out of poverty, that because we have a girl, we can get out of poverty with this girl. But it also comes back to you, the girl, to know what you want in life. It comes back to you. I refused, I said I will not. My father rejected me and said I was not his kid. And I said, it's okay. Time will come when you will know that you're my father. He only accepted that I was his kid now when I was working. When I was working. So I educated myself from primary to university. I paid my fees up to S6. Now, it is from S6 that I went to Centenary Bank to look for a job. I said there is no man that can lie me and say that let me give you money. This man of the Kemaswets here. There is no man. I went and became a cleaner in Centenary Bank. I was with that young lady there. I became a cleaner, we were together. I had not finished, I was just we were on vacation. At least for her, she had joined university. Me, I was on vacation. But I had to prove myself that I can work. But because of the hard work, because of the commitment I had, I was made a cashier. But when I was made a cashier, peer groups are also not good. We had a peer group of her. They pulled me into a group. Then they said, maybe we are not women. She was actually a champion. He said, it seems you are not a woman. But before that, when I went and visited one of my relatives, my relative arranged somebody to rape me. But when that arrangement was done, I hit the man, and I think you'll never forget for his life. You know, hitting somebody until somebody bleeds, and I took off. That was the last time they saw me in their home. But when we went into these peer groups of the Naigagas, then we said, but let's also try. Maybe we are not women. First of all, we were already working. That's one good thing. We were working, though I was not 18, but we were working. I was 16, I was about 17. So we said, let's try. I tried, and that is how I got my firstborn, who is like my son, my brother. My firstborn is like my brother. So I want to tell you one thing. You can be taken through all of that, but the resilience to move out is very important. The resilience to move on is very important. As Parliament of Uganda, we have passed all the important laws that try to safeguard our girls. And I am a mother of boys. I have always advocated, Sarah advocates for only girls, but I advocate for both boys and girls. Because if you leave out these boys, these are the boys who are going to become your in-laws. These are boys who are coming to marry your girls. So you should not have a useless in-law. So we need to empower both the boys and the girls. And once you empower them, then you know you'll have a good society. And I want to tell you, Parliament of Uganda, I want to really thank Parliament of Uganda. We've advocated for this. The issue comes on implementation. The issue of implementation of the laws that we pass as Parliament of Uganda. Now, when it comes on implementation, stakeholders will need your help in making sure that this is done as required. And on a special note, I really want to express my gratitude, deepest gratitude, to UNDFA and all the development partners for supporting the numerous humanitarian causes. Even in the face of few disagreements, what matters is, are we serving humanity? I want to thank you so much. Can we clap for them? I want to thank you so much, and all the other humanitarian bodies. And I want to tell the youth who are here, what is important is the zeal that you have, the commitment that you have. And for you to know that a girl is a girl, you're a kid. This business of saying we are using contraceptives is very, very bad. Why does a young girl go and start using pills, start using what? When you're young, just know that you're young. No, you're young, time will come when you'll have all the fun that you want. The parents that we have also should encourage our children to live in that kind of life that when you're a kid, you're a kid. Time will come when you reach a moment. If you want to get married, get married. If you want to stay, you want to become a nun. At one time, I felt like I should become a nun. But I would be a very good nun. No, but I would have missed the Walongo. And as we go out there to encourage our children, our youth, on ensuring that there is no teenage pregnancies, we want to eliminate it. We want to create this awareness, first to the population, to the parents. You find a parent leaving a kid to leave home at around 8, 9, 10. You'll find a man on the road, unarranged pregnancies. A man on the road drunk, who will just use this gun. At the end of the day, we have those unwanted pregnancy with the young girls. But if you're a parent at home, if you're a responsible parent, and you know parenting is important, why don't you make sure that your kids are always home? And this business of you making sure that these kids share rooms. You have girls here, the boys, and you allow those kids to share the rooms. I have a story of how a brother impregnated sisters. Make sure that they know that they are brothers and sisters. For them to do anything wrong, is insist. So we have that problem, and what is important, that we need to do a lot of education, create awareness to these people. We as Parliament, we may not go on to implementation, but we need to go outside there and educate our people and tell our people that, look here, you're missing a lot. Maybe that is going to be the speaker of tomorrow. If I had allowed what my people wanted me to be, I wouldn't be what I am today. And I'm proud of it. And I want to assure the forum, plus WOPA, and the child protection, that we can do whatever it takes. If you want me to move with you people from region to region, talking about early pregnancies, we will do it. Yes. And to show you that I have a passion for girl child, in my school, I have sponsored 100 girls, and they are studying for free. I provide them from the smallest thing. Smallest, I buy them pads, sneakers, everything, for them not to go through what some of us went through. And as leaders, I want you to get a heart of helping these girls. Develop a heart of helping these girls. Even if you don't help them physically with money or whatever, talk to them, encourage them, assure them that life is not cast on stone. Tomorrow you'll be a better person, maybe even better than me. But I want to tell you, this is a very, very touching story. I think it is the first time I'm saying it out. I have not told you all. I have not told you all. The next time I will give you the full version. I'll give you a full version of it. But I am just telling you what matters is how you get out of it. How do you move on? How do you now? I grew up with that hatred of men. And why did I hate the men? Because it is a man who was trying to force me to get married. A man who was a husband to my mother. I actually stopped calling him my father. I said my mother's husband. That is how it reached. But after some time we got back and said, Daddy, don't you see? Now you're and that now we got back when I was now in Centenary Bank and I was lecturing in the university. Then I was telling him, if you have a senior don, if I had gotten married. So we really need to talk to our children, talk to our girls, and make sure and make sure that they accept what it is. And I want to thank the development partners from the time they started their work, and also thank the Ministry of Education that they have been able to make some tremendous change, that the percentage has reduced as we try to end. Let's first try to reduce further, because we cannot just end from nowhere. It will still continue, but let's try to do our best to limit it before we end the teenage pregnancies. And I want to promise the young ladies that were here that your message has been well received. And we'll make sure that we do what is contained in the message. And as Parliament of Uganda, you have our unwavering support towards the experiences. We'll do our best to create awareness. I want all of you, when you go, wherever you go, whether you go on TV, the same way you create awareness of why you should be voted in, is the same way you should create awareness of the girl child, of how we should eliminate teenage pregnancies. First of all, it makes them die. You get a girl. My mother was married at 13 years. 13. A girl cannot give birth at that age. Especially the children of these days, maybe those traditional local people those days. But now these girls of these days, that's why you find so many girls are dying. So we need to create awareness. We need to visit schools. Talk to these girls at schools. Have counseling. Have a girl-to-girl talk. Have, especially if Honorable Akol went and said, I want to have talked with the girls, and say, I am your parent. Because you, who is going to go for these girls, Honorable Chairman Sweat, just imagine that this young girl you're going for is your daughter. Now you're sleeping with your daughter. But if you, a man, went and talked to these girls and said, I am talking to you as my daughters. If Sarah goes and talks to the boys and tells the boys, I am talking to you as your mother, this wait for time for you to grow. When you grow up and able to sustain yourself, you'll be able to do whatever you can do. You can create a family. First of all, in Uganda, we respect family values. And there is no way you can, it is always our pride that somebody has got a family. So when they grow up, we are the first people to celebrate that our children have got a family. And then we also need to talk to our elders, especially the development partners and the politicians. Talk to our elders on the issues of the tradition. The issue of tradition is very, very bad. Of saying, for me, so long as I have girls, I am rich. It is not girls that bring riches. We actually have a song that everybody enjoys when they sing it in Luteso. They call it a Mali. I see so many people dancing that song and you don't understand what it means. It says that it's good to produce a girl. Once you have a girl, you have a Mali. You have a girl can bring you a commerce, A girl can bring you wealth. A girl can bring, so for them it's about girls bringing wealth in the society. Whether you're educated or not educated, it's about this young girl bringing wealth in society. I have one of my girls, my daughter, she's now above 18. But she has to ask me when she's going out. I have to know who she's going out with. I will not give you the freedom that before because you're above 18. No. So long as you're my daughter, you have to tell me. Because if you're still in my house, I am still in charge. I am still in charge. So we have to be very strict on these children. They may not like you, but you have to be remembered for one thing, that I impacted in your life. On that note, therefore, I want to take this singular honor of declaring the official launch of Uganda Parliamentary Forum to end child marriages and teenage pregnancies. And I want to thank all of you. May the good Lord bless all of you. And as I told you, that I will not be what I am. And I will make sure I will keep this seed jealously because I work for it. I refuse to become a teenage mother. So I am going to be in this seat. So you better guard your seats. Better say I am going to be the speaker, I'm going to be a member of parliament, and get it. Other than this business of saying, I want to have a kid. No, those kids are a problem. You will get them later. You will get them later when you are able to do. I wish you good luck and God's blessings.
Thank you so much, Right Honourable Speaker. Such a powerful message.